So this has to be one of the most bizarre missing persons cases I've come across. Victoria Police here in Australia are hoping that a handful of particular clues could help them understand where longtime friends Carol Clay and Russell Hill disappeared to. Miss Clay, 73, and Mr. Hill, 74, have been missing since last month in the remote Wanagata Valley, which is 250 kilometres northeast of Melbourne in the Victorian Alps. Mr. Hill left his Druin home on March 19th for a camping trip along the Dargo River, and Miss Clay told her friends she was going away for a few days but could be expected home on March 29th. So looking about 3 weeks ago. The pair has not been heard from since March 20, when Mr. Hill made radio contact from a remote station in the Alps. During the call, Mr. Hill said he was having radio transmission issues. A number of extensive police searches have been conducted since they were reported missing, with the most recent search winding up a couple of weeks ago. Police searches have failed to uncover anything, with the investigation now turning to some odd clues left at the pair's campsite. As I said at the beginning, this is just so strange. The specialists for missing persons detectives will consider the minor fire damage found in Mr. Hill's car and another fire at the pair's campsite. Mr. Hill's car, which is a Toyota four-wheel drive, was found near the Dry River Creek track in Billabong on March 27th, and despite it being burnt, the vehicle was still able to be driven. The campsite fire, while deemed non-suspicious, has destroyed a tent, a table, and 2 camp chairs. Police are investigating if a phone and a charger could have caused the small blaze. Miss Clay's car was also later found at her Pakenham home after friends reported her missing. While missing person detectives are part of Victoria Police's homicide squad, police are yet to firmly admit the pair could have met foul play. Mr. Hill's wife Robin earlier told the Herald Sun she did not know Miss Clay had joined her husband's camping trip. The pair have been friends for more than 50 years, she said. I just want them both found alive, Miss Hill said. I've got a feeling they may have died. Investigators are still hoping someone might have seen the pair, and local police are still hoping to track down people who saw them as they made their way to the high country. Carol was a former Country Women's Association president and told her friends she was headed away and was expected to return home on either March 28th or 29th. Carol's family have recently put out a statement saying that they are very shocked and worried by the disappearance of the two. It is very out of character, as they were well prepared and travelling in country, which was well known to Russell Hill, the family said. This is a very difficult time for our family. We are living with uncertainty, loss, and the continual stress of not knowing where they are and what has happened. At this time, we ask that our privacy be fully respected while we deal as a family with the ongoing process of supporting each other, dealing with the issues this raises, and helping the police. We would also very much like to take this opportunity to extend our thanks and gratitude to the many people who have taken part in the search in difficult terrain and those who are continuing to work hard to solve what is at this stage an absolute mystery. Detectives from the Missing Persons Squad and Wellington Crime Investigations Unit have launched an appeal for anyone with information in relation to the missing campers to come forward. The police are asking anyone who was driving in the area or along the same route who may have captured dashcam footage of the pair or the car to please check and contact police if they find anything. We're also keen to know if they stopped anywhere on the journey up and if anyone has CCTV footage. Any piece of information or footage could prove crucial at this point, Detective Inspector Stamper said. Now, in this case too, there's Police have revealed Mr. Hill purchased an expensive drone, like the one pictured, before the trip, and it could hold significant clues in their mysterious disappearance. We still can't find that drone. We have been told it was a DJI brand and MacVid model drone. If someone has recovered it, we'd really like them to come forward, Inspector Dave Fife said. The fire scene was investigated by arson chemists and deemed inconclusive. We know that Mr. Hill had spent quite a bit of time up here, and he was described to us as being quite meticulous when camping. With that in mind, we don't believe he would have come up here unprepared, and his disappearance is considered to be out of character, Inspector Dave Fife said. There are a number of different routes to the Wonnangatta camping ground. However, police now believe the pair have travelled through Hayfield and Licola, then into the valley. At this stage, we're at a loss to say exactly what has happened to Russell and Carol. We don't know if their disappearance is suspicious or not, Detective Inspector Andrew Stamper said. In a conference today, the police also said that they didn't believe that the pair have staged their own disappearance. The area is incredibly remote, and there is a possibility that they have suffered some misadventure in the bush, but we also need to rule out any possibility of foul play, which still hasn't been able to be ruled out. Significant searches of the areas have taken place over the past few weeks, as I mentioned previously, by members from the local police, Air Wing, Dog Squad and Search and Rescue Squad, with assistance from the SES, Parks Victoria and the Mountain Cattlemen's Association of Victoria. Anyone with information is urged to contact Sale Police Station on 03 5142 2200.